for me. Yes. Numero uno. COP Kofi Buahye. Meyine frimechi, mi wi ameba beka asem bi efa COP ho. Ti bomodi anatag na asem no ano ehye. Hey! Emu ehu. Aye hu. Hey! Anyway, anzana meba COP Kofi Buahye wono yenkofa sticker. Na yem entie sticker enum asem. Ye free sticker wa na me de COP Kofi Buahye nkomo na ba. Ene ye synopsis na ye ba behwe no ye bedi nkomo afa enwema efa ECG ho Adammus ho ye be say di nkomo afa security ho ho na owura Kofi Buahye edin aba be piem Wontumi ene Kwame Sefa Kayi so ensensem bi asi ama Wontumi ene enje ho kra nti asem na akwa no Kwame Sefa Kayi apa Wontumi yentie ne yankoso aba enu anu no Ghana sane edome asam na anyomtofo ne kan ye no me sisu bia me wi amekobo owura stika nenum asem bia kire Ghana fo nyina yentie ne wa o say our father in Nkrumah weeps in his grave for Ghana, the land he fought hard to save, and J.J. Rawlings with tears in his eyes mourns as our nation flutters and cries. This land is rich with blessings so vast, yet comfort and peace are fading fast. Oh, John Mahama, as you have come once more to lead us through this troubled shore, we ask, we plead, fix what is wrong. Make Ghana proud, make Ghana strong. For if you fail us, we will seek again the iron hands of military men. Now, yentie the sticker akoka ene amanfo bebre no ewe MPP mu se yen sake sticker free MPP for say yen pamo sticker free party nim because waka asem bia enye se okoka yen kotie asem wa sticker aka eniti MPP for say yen pamo nim free womo party nim e dia na sticker waka ye
your coffee, your mango, your pawpaw, your oil, yetimi dua cashew, yetimi dua bibi o wiase wa ha. Your forest, your semi-forest, your savanna, your coastal belt, your tuna, your gold, your diamond, your manganese, your iron, your lithium, your salt. We so adentina also be we school. Not 5 years. Anka poyakra anka. We in here technology biao. Sabe me papa kura nyame afre no. Otiase. No sabe you anko school. No so anya asase 3,000 acres. No nya sika no dua. Obetumi anya o Chinese ni kura de machines abegua na produce no kura be fa nipa be 50,000. Sorry nipa be 5,000 sorry pacho. Etidi ntina abaya what is the problem? Say ensase ni go ye ne custodians of the land krampo eni nkita ho. Na yenua nka ne mango bi 100,000 acres 1 acres na yemfa machines begua na produce juice ni eni bi mfa ginger mum na export bi nko Burkina na ade where ya adwuma be fa obi adwuma wo de mbisa. The reasons are two. One, research across here nye timidi marketing these things kura hu niema no ye pese ekom two sika o se ade ya say 1 cedi ebe no 1 million yeah na Burkina Faso the day Ghanaian should have beaten MPP and DC da Burkina Faso say what to tomatoes how dan dey say ka mo buye papa me dey free say ke bi am to share your so buye nyina including me say Burkina na home here seemingly desert Burkina asase with dia forest kura ni ara me bo wo no say ye na ye forest ye savannah semi savannah ensuo bebre no da ye yim ye ni mo me am to tomatoes na kumase ma esu etwa adwaji o so maka ne yes just one thing yeah na Burkina Faso the day Ghanaian should have beaten MPP and DC da Burkina Faso say what to tomatoes how dan dey say ka mo buye papa me dey free say ke bi am to share your so buye nyina including me say Burkina na home here seemingly desert Burkina asase with dia forest kura ni ara me bo wo no say ye na ye forest ye savannah semi savannah ensuo bebre no da ye yim ye ni mo me am to tomatoes na kumase ma esu etwa adwaji o so maka ne yes just one thing we have failed the people only
asamoya stika Stephen Amwa, Dr. Stephen Amwa akoka. MPP fo bi say yembo modian yenyi free MPP party ni. Omo stika kan asemo a eni se oka kire Ghana fo. Se otimitina radio so ka se se nka Ghana fo ebebo politicians MPP ni NDC. Esan se ye kokra tomatoes every Burkina Faso. Hi. MPP for see ampamon in free party nim because obie Ghana for any or can of credit. I am pa asama what can I yellow credit. But the people say when a Kufu Ado and Baumia ewa power no a dear Stika Kayi to ensure say in someone in a war cano and can a party 8 good years in combat implement it. I'm a Ghana for what to. This is the question. I have nothing against what Stika are presenting to the people of Ghana. In fact, this is the message I have been speaking for many years. No credit or cano, no credit the one or cano, but 8 years of Ekufu Addo. Why was he hiding? Because I did not hear him lament, cry, shout, and speak the way I walk. Is Stika part of the base movement? Is Stika one of the members of the base? Anna? He knows I like him. In fact, you to me or friend me, miss me friend, you didn't come up. I respect him. But let's be honest and let's be truthful. Emra ya NDC what power in Abeka Ghana for so omunkobu NDC ni MPP for. No credit the no one can, but the timing. The timing. But anyway, it is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. TME. It is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. Because when MPP was in power, Senka Stika Yobia or believe in the messenger and Odema Ghana for and ka obe resign every MPP party. Yes. I remember one fine man who was once upon a time Ghana ambassador to the United Kingdom. Oh, I love the man so much. In fact, his son was a year my mate on the hills of Adisado College. I'm talking about Onimunyamfo Isaac Osei. Emra MPP ba ya man the position. Or shani ma ya kwa. Ohunu sa abani nye ready onye serious. Or resign. Every the position a kotena fie. Isaac Osei resign under Akufo-Addo. What was preventing a Stika to resign? Maybe some other than Stika resigning, it would have been easy. You have to be honest and truthful and consistent with your message. Consistency is a key if you want people to respect you. You have a kind of crap with no fear, no apology. In fact, the message need a messenger me jiri se Ghana for yanwinwine ho. Okay, I've so for St. Augustine for me chiam. One go school papa. Stika no kachre say we will pass it. This was Stika. Our kachre say ye be pass it E-levy. Hey, ananya ono ne kai. Se Ghana for manjere mabawa ye twi ye mukosroba from sen yo ye yede o ye pe o ye mpe o E-levy no ye be pass it. Ananya ono ne kai. Satam no ni sa messages here ode ma Ghana for ana. Bibisam. Anasa na Akufo-Addo ti abam no osuro no so obeka no kre na kire na na. Bibisam. Me hwehwe eyesa the video no na mabo amamati. Hey! Tie
want to do, we will pass it at the right. We will pass it. Whatever they want to do, we will pass it at the right time. They can't do anything. We are in government. If they claim it will make us unpopular, why wouldn't they stop? Well, they know this is going to transform and change the lives of Kenyans. They know this is going to reverse the consequences of the COVID. They know this is going to put our fiscal space in the right perspective. And they are afraid that Ghanaians will continue to build their goodwill and confidence in this government. So please, we need a E-levy. And those who are saying that we should reduce it to 1% and go. Boss, if you want something to be reduced to a certain figure, you can't just make that arbitrary statement. You cannot project out of nothing. You should project out of properly done time series analysis with your data points, very convincing. Then we can understand that this is what we have to do.
So this was Stika defending. So ombe passy E-levy. And today Stika is telling us. Anyway, like I said, it is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. It yerebe mark Stika. Yerebe chelo. Yem free wo na yem call a year this particular message. Oh. Hey. Anyway, my memfa win fame Jata cement unkonko to be abomoni ana kope Jata cement to 10. What you say? Support Ghana, a year made in Ghana. I support made in Ghana. Buy made in Ghana product. Product be a year made in Ghana be a dinkai toy no answer. I and a Ghana for your best customer service. Woman top notch it is Jata cement customer service for or customer service a top notch. And you may be a what Ghana be a product be a made in Ghana be a Toby na emboa economy no. Na economy name grow in the words of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yes, yem free work na yem call a year. Ibedin komo afa papa we. Oh yes. Your friend a year. John Abudulai. Na John Abudulai ko kan se. Di ansem na John Abudulai wabeka. Yem koni tie. A year. Na zero say doc come to NDC. Hey, NDC one year omo very romantic abo one mo wi no mo do camp. Anyway, yem koni tie a year honorable John Abudulai.
Fellow citizens, this is represents one of the most serious and unprecedented disruptions ever experienced in Ghana's power sector. And in the energy sector, Akosombo used to serve as a balance of load. And so hitherto, all of us even believe that once you lose Akosombo, then you lose the entire nation. As unfortunate as it is, despite the loss of Akosombo, all the other plants have been running, but it leaves a major deficit. The fire incident severely damaged the control room responsible for power evacuation. Because when they generate the power from the thermal plant, from the hydro plant, it has to go to the control room first. Then the control room takes the power through the switchyard and distributes it. And so when you lose the control room, it means that on the spur of the moment, you cannot evacuate any power, thereby crippling the critical component of the transmission system, leaving over 1,000 megawatts of power stranded at Akosombo. Obviously, with such an unfortunate situation, and inevitably, it results in supply disruption across parts of the country. Fellow Ghanaians, as minister responsible for the energy sector, my foremost desire and objective is to ensure that every Ghanaian and every part of our country enjoys a stable, reliable, and uninterruptible power supply for economic activity and social activity. This has been the focus of our effort since assuming office, and we have not relented on that effort. This unfortunate and unprecedented disaster, which I have never witnessed, has resulted in the temporary curtailment of power from our largest generation source, the Akosombo Dam, leading to severe power challenges not witnessed in recent. Fellow citizens, this incident.
So the minister can say over 1,000 megawatts of power are stranded at Akosombo as a result of last week fire noa see. Dr. Ren, Mamin can say minche a minister in a
represent
Oba ene me yade bi ewo me Facebook page na me kan sem kakra bi ewo Facebook page. But before I make Facebook page one, intie the Napo Kayi in 2024, intie Napo.
We are still experiencing doom. And we are still experiencing doom. So
Nobody has said we haven't. I promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
So this is a year Napo, year Kotwaba campaign season, a year before election 2024. I know this has some way to do. Or admit it, say there is a problem, a year doom so. But I know there were two doom see. This is what Napo Kayi. Mamu wetie minister no 2026. Mamu wetie MPP a free akunyasu 2024. So that you have a year the understanding of a year enyine munkane a honsem a yeka. Enema bi na ma enyine munkane a no honsem no. Eye issue e wo my Ghana. One, eye sikasem. Sika no a ye de beto eye ebebo modin aboa na ye fango no ye thermal plant de beto fango gu ye thermal plant na power na etimi generate electricity no. Eno eka ho. Number 2, sikasem eka ho. Now you see, when it comes to Sikasemwa, NDC 2008, Efri Akunyasu 2016. Minister Yefa no ano ye minister for energy. Ma men papa no picture emfa me say me nya no ha na me mfa cancel quickly e wa say. Where is Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi Boa? Okay. Oni. In a year 2012, Echo 2016, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi Boa, Ebo Modnia ya debia na efe. In fact, na one MDC form paying phobia na omo ewum. Dia no mo ye. They ensure to say we are facing a year a friend is saying capacity. Ejebetimi aboa o my Ghana for na di padodo na yenyane ekura etre no amanfo betimi anya enyinam nkanea ebe power omo homes into they invested heavily ewo eye enyinam nkanea nim ma me momode ana memfa eye the data no emfama na send ya you get the full understanding year by year ye comparison eye from 2012 to 2016 during a year the peak of a year doom sono NDC the omo ya say aggressively omo be ye ade bi dia no omo ye NDC invested in a year large scale generation a year power generation enti omo ye bi to say major plant bi to say a year car power a year power ship car power a generating 450 megawatts of a year electricity. Number 2, Ameri plant, omo de buy, na ewo Aboazi, na generating 250 megawatts of electricity. Over Tico, Tico expansion, na generating 110 megawatts of electricity. Omo the Saint plant, by 340 megawatts a year generation of a year electricity. Ebie, Obakai Bui Hydro, Ora Kofo, eba betwa so we Ora John Dramani Mahamani Atamels mobile no on make sure say omo ye den complete a year friend is saying Bui Hydro na generating 400 megawatts of electricity. Now, over the total no amabo so no 2012 to 2016 no Honorable Emmanuel Amakufibua, may God bless him, a very visionary man, thought a year ahead, and who said in the near future the population of Ghana is going to increase, so we need more expansion when it comes to power generation. So they invested heavily on it. John Mahama Part 1 invested hugely in the energy sector. Within the space of a year, a friend is saying 4 years no much generating over 1,500 to 2,000 megawatts of electricity. Now TDA, this is why Ghana move from a year power shortage to a year excess capacity by 2016. Buah-Govt Kaya, when NDC MPP took over, no, the conversation is say ye won you mukane bi a ye tua ye hu here. So that was the conversation. NPP was saying, he said, oh, in Mukania no NDC for Kwakoto in Mukania bebre ye boka ye tia, which is a fact. That is the truth. That is the gospel truth. Because that minister at the time no taught to say the expansion no ye be here, ye kwa ye be here, enti say a door swan. You bet me I then atombi, and the Amala Cote d'Ivoire, you bet me atombi ama Togo, you bet me atombi ama Burkina Faso, Niger, you bet me atom, and you know Mukania be Eddie Amao. So it's a fact, say Ampa. In 2016, when NDC was leaving power, John Mahama Part 1, now there was excess capacity of a year power generation. Now, under MPP, what happened? Akufo-Addo Mahmoud Bawumia took over. There they see here. The Mahmoud Bawumia era, no, they were supposed to focus on a year toward stabilization, renewable, and a year distribution. What you are saying? But unfortunately, they did not concentrate on Sa and Niema way. And they said, Senkomo concentrate wo a year the renewables expansion. A bit clear, a friend is saying the old a year substations now. A be a Queen Elizabeth time. A be a substation is community na either grow. I see here new a year substation but me feed the people no. They were afraid. MPP was afraid because Omonim said so those expansion no, it will affect a year a friend is saying one more party no, because not only doom so I campaign in this also banner so expansion no na be take it time ni be dundum kania na be ha it was going to worry them. It is over here. A year na put the word biba say doom see or ye or say a doom see, which in fact we were expecting some CSC changing the old a year substation, no, not the new substation abba. But what did we see? Omanye, sir. Now let's get exactly what Womoye. The Omoye said majority of a year the substations no na esen komu replace no. Omoye replace it. And because of my replacing aha on my Ghana. Number 2, Busa MPP for say how many megawatts of electricity and added to the national grid? Ask MPP. It's a very big question. MPP for me answer. In fact, Ubusa MPP say megawatt of a year, a generation of power, Dodo say no more added. With all the 8 good years, the fact, the MPP could not even add 600 megawatts of electricity to the national grid. 8 good years of MPP. 2, they could not also expand. 3, substation that be produced, they could not also, a friend is saying, change new ones, and be replacing with new ones. And you see, this is the issue of the MPP. Afraid to face a friend is saying to tackle the problems of Ghana because of politics indeed. Because of politics. And you see, it was not a year friend is saying, no wonder say in 2024, na napo country Ghana for say yampa enkania wonsem ewo ho yensan ko tie napo bi senia ubeti enkomona say.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't.
It would tie asem no a journalist ni busa and was say, honorable, we are still experiencing doom so. I don't say there yenko tie ni bi me person me can say bi ato.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't.
Also obi an can say entisa. Obi an can say we haven't. Nigga say yampa we are experiencing doom so in 2024 under MPP. That is the gospel truth. It is a we MPP ni. Na sa wo ba ha. Me page no ba fa book na besua de. That is the gospel truth. Fa book besua de. Sani ya wo nyan komoni bia obetimi ade etimi nyan kasa ni bi na so waka ne pepe. Because one of the things that ha MPP for chita for say they are not people are omodo adisua. Gone are the day, gone were the days are no more adisua. And then the omo pay aboa kwasia wejimi. And also there who can be cheremia and can be coat na can be shed. Yesu Christo mpo ya ono. So who am I? But the gospel truth ne say na pose eya no kra dum so ewo ho yensan ko tie biem.
I promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
Yebusa ne so on for timetable mra no se omo hia timetable no mo for omo angasa timetable mra. Ladies and gentlemen, Minister of Air Energy under Air MPP. So clearly. Now you see, I keep telling people, say MPP will positioner, and yama mienu and woman pa. 1. MPP politics in opposition. Sakra. 1. Oppositioner, they will sabotage the government in power. They know how to do best. 2. Oppositioner, adeba ko munimi ye pa. Say yenyusu tribalism. And project a political party MPP. 3. Oppositioner, one contribution to national growth less than 10%. That is a year MPP, oppositioner. Go and study MPP. Before 1966 coup d'etat, I only took Kwame Nkrumah. Go and study. It is Only one of the political party almost sound almost about over 7 times. Almost some more than 10 times. MPP. So you see, what are they doing? They have started the only yeti Kwame Nkrumah. Womu sabotage Kwame Nkrumah through the cocoa a friend saying sector. Oh yes. Emma cocoa growing communities, no. Every time Kwame Nkrumah. Oma me pe Kwame Nkrumah say. Because of the sabotage, saboteurs, the saboteurs, they sabotaged Nkrumah. And it led to the overthrow of Nkrumah in 1966. MPP are very good at propaganda. Their friend is Jandam. They know how to do best. Sefa Kayi, NDC introduced ESLA, Energy Sector Levy. Ghana for 3 years now you move from a year friend is saying ESLA no. MPP buy the ESLA ni ko see awawa. The ko see awawa. Tiemiye. And that is the gospel truth. So MPP political party ni there. Omusubanya enie. If they are not in power, they will do everything to destroy Ghana. That is MPP for you. Oh, I'm telling you. Enyansafo na MPP musisi amno kasam. Omundu 10%. The gospel truth. Eninti na meba na me kano kra me ka kire NDC for say. Mumfi money. Go after the perpetrators, the saboteurs for no, and go after them. Catch them, arrest them, punish them. This is what MPP is afraid of. Punish them. Yes. And thankfully, Andra me a video no. Minister Oshebi. And I don't know how no sake GRIDCo. Some of yesterday mo amoba. Me kakosi so say GRIDCo omo mpayimfo ne sa omo nda yem pam omo. And I do me hear me video we anche na minister. E de omo di shake up about the energy sector because minim ECG for. Hey. Energy sector on. Look. Uti chira politics no. One hwe ni ya wonti ni o mabiase. Ye wo institution bi a MPP for said that in Kofo, Eco Legon, Eco Kevas, Eco Tech, Eco Peki wo mo sponsor wo mo trainee wo mo, e mo join ni eye ada eye ekueku. So woni mu ameka kire wo de. Enti ye wo ekueku bi wo ha. When NDC come to power, but we say wa no ma so mo wase no mo die gidigidi no mo ye dede. Oko the health sector, but una mo ye mo dede. Hey gigi. Oko a friend is saying the transport sector, no mo ye gigi. Because these are people that have been sponsored by the MPP for many years. Omo papa no mo, omo maame no mo, omo sister no mo, omo nua no mo. So they have to do the bidding and the work of the MPP. And MPP is a political party. Omo ye anti-development political party. They are the enemies of the state. Ontiasie. Omo join the MPP nansi omo ba ne de. Omo te say ye yenko no omo join you. Omo de ye yenko no omo join bi. But they don't know the history of the MPP. Yes. Go and read the history of MPP and you will understand the political party you are joining. If you don't know, you don't know. This was a political party that did not believe in Ghana. Say yes, you be build Ghana. See you be Ghana esi ho. You be Ghana esi ho. Almost kikre. Omo pene. Emi Ghana esi ho. When we were fighting for the independence of Ghana, JB Dankwa said, no, there be that. Omo pene. But later they called themselves the Big Six of Babusianfo. They did not contribute towards a friend is saying the independence of Ghana, but yet they came through the back door, projected themselves, say, oh, me a big six. These are thieves, criminals, the JB Danquest, the Dombos, the Buziers. I'm from the three ideology, me from the three musketeers, the wicked people. And I'm almost in Africa, I realize the potential. Oh yes, I'm telling you today. Africa realizing the potential because of the new patriotic party, the UP people. Yes, they sponsored military men, the JH Harleys and co, the many military officers to attack Nkrumah. What was the sin of Kwame Nkrumah? After the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah, who so much me ye bibi papa bi, bibi sam. Omu tu Kwame Nkrumah dey so. Omu timi ye bibi papa bi ana. No. Omu kasa. Give them power, they will destroy. Give them power, they will steal. That is MPP for you. They lambasted Kwame Nkrumah. And if you say omu tu Kwame Nkrumah, they will do exploit. They will do mighty things. They will do greater things. But me bisa wo, omu tu Kwame Nkrumah dey so. Dia na wo hu ye. The nation are not fan and toma perfra. The nation are building a kosombo. Na Akufo-Addo papa said the small population, they say Ghana, why waste money to build Akosombo Dam? When Nkrumah built Akosombo Dam, I say why waste money to build Akosombo Dam? And then enjoy air condition omu fie. Omu yusu Akosombo Dam ne enjoy. Mummy so say omu buy the deal omu timi yeah. Add it to the national grid. Yabusawo. Ask the MPP people. For the 8 years Akufo-Addo bet now so when Timia did not even up to 600 megawatts to the national grid. That is MPP for you. They shout, they scream, they make the loudest noise. Yadi ya bang, yadi ya kosuku, fa didi any maye, na mube hurun sancheni ebe. Then they would take the dollar from 4 cedis and then they will leave it at 17 cedis. That is MPP for you. And you see, they what kind of chronic chira almost are pet no more she because almost akwe will be uncofu new akwe or Kenyan Sasemo akwe or be Ghana penisa because for many years you so tribalism and nobody actually in kofu in the Akan for no one make Akan, you know, the actually and MP and so capas and Nimudian Yansa may my assignment co parliament. Nakubisa ni padodwa oma dwene do oma bene akosuku omkra certificate papa and these were more than MPP. But MPP were the radios stations are a project warm kan wo ho nsem ti wotie kira wa dwene say oh MPP the party be anyansafo mo ma bin yo no the radio stations the owners no majority of them no accounts for no be a radio station no project the MPP. Thankfully, there is Mark Zuckerberg, my friend Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg. There were YouTube, there were TikTok. So today we can what bring you the true information. Yet the no credible mount. Now so akwa your research. What do you say? Now so akwa your research. The enemies of progress of the nation, the fifth column of Ghana, and the MPP. If you give MPP 1 million years, so among govern Ghana, they believe in the white supremacist. That is what MPP believe. They don't believe in the black man being capable of managing his or her own affairs. They don't believe in that. When you say Akufo-Addo, or the Messiah, Addo talk and do. Obeyen century. Oni pana was so obeyen century. Took the dollar from 4 cedis and left it at 17 cedis. Oni pana is so obeyen century. No say obe move from a friend is taxation to production. Obaye no onebe taxi Ghana for pa. They are the opposite of what they preach. That is MPP for you. Yes, they preach the opposite. They are empty. They make the loudest noise. Give Ghana to them, they will destroy the nation Ghana. And say, Omunia be banas, Omunia ni ye na omo ya na fe omo attack Omunia no. No mo de eja ahihye. No mo almost says nyama basa. That is MPP for you. They attack Kwame Nkrumah. The first time I would say a political party to two bomb Ghana, Africa, MPP political party, UP4, and they share bomb to ase. So kum Kwame Nkrumah. UP4 started say to two bomb and they kum Kwame Nkrumah. Our leader, the greatest Pan-Africanist, the man of my Akosombo Dam, the man who built Tema Township. The man who built factories, companies. The MPP be. You be good, you might be. The same you might be. And today, the Nkrumahs in the NDC party, John Dramani Mahama, friend is Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi Buamo, John Abdullahi Jenapomo, almost send your maye, Okujeto Ablakwa. Almost show my Ghana MPP mpe. They don't like it. They don't believe that, in fact, Ghana, you bet me nyansaphobia on my building. So let's go and sabotage. And this is what they are doing. Obi said, was $17 cedis at what point? On said, Omangasa MPP for Omangasa, and Omunsiadio. Omunsiadio, bon. Anyway, my uncle Tie, a year a friend is saying, Omwankasa, Papa, Nanko Peso Baye, Omo flag bearer. They were Kafa MPP. Mwama bono, I am a tis $, Nanko do 17 that I munjam cross the seminal. Namuntia Yansawaha. Yanko ti ora Brian Champo $1 asama okafa no we die kakum yagine kwaku enu ana yanko ti no enti Brian Champo
Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye de abreye ye fa $1 no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban no na $1 no was 17. Yama homa
mantia na MPP nkwasiafo no omo ha no mometie mompa adesua no mometie de Brian Champo kai nyansani Brian Champo mometie de okakere mo moyenko tie biem
etoso yeru Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye de abreye ye fa $1 no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban no na $1 no was 17. Yama how much the economy in a running. Napa win election Maho that they fix for at their code 17. It provide a line our Ministry of Finance at Giant Council at Jobusika Areho near the Apamoye. Yes, if fertilizer and the veggie.
It is send the American chair. Media me program me ba obaha a fact show, the fact finding show. Ahano yembo yitrimun cancer. Asemo Americano me wo hu nyina so. And into the Kufa the report to be my British police. 7% be 2 na bangu. Now all the far a year ura papa usu and komaso. Now all the report to me my British police. British police anya den. Entimiantu because we cannot cry. What you say? I wouldn't be Kufa to my attacking my UK crew. Yeah, Kufa nana. And I wow. Hey, nana. Nana me ko boa anybody win the election no. I want the mommy crew. For the first time, MPP winning with John Rowe because of a Dumadinya Dr. Ren the boy. Yes, Jabe Busiao, almost 8 months. Koba, sir. Go be a Chekufa, they say, Yan Chime, I will UK Gruma, become a canoe on penocreno. San MPP 40, or penocreno. T, yes, and Tia be a more.
Etoso yeru. Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye de abreye ye fa $1 no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban no na $1 no was 17. Yama how much the economy no na run na fa win election ma wo ho ya dey fit for e dey account 17 e provide your line e wo ministry of finance e gina e konso e job sika areho ye dey apamo ye say fertilizer na beje ye lusu wo ba subi ono subi ye bi ebro wo ho ye ko lusu ye go ta kofo kwa da so ha e bro ahin ye bia wa ha circle I lusu wo ba
Rani Yakupo, Brother Champo, Belly DMPP, na year 2032. Won't forget about me, I know what bon, or no one kind of credit. Yaba kind of credit. Iti NDC, mon free money, mon punish MPP for no, Sabio. Woman, a year, man, boy, your fault. They did it to Kwame Nkrumah. They sabotage Nkrumah's government. The Nkrumah yena and so many. The Nkrumah yena and so many. Tibe kano kreno. Don't you see Ghanaians we forget sometimes. Because MPP for no na da na eso. Omano e there. Omo chantro. Itu abedi say oh omo kanya say ayentro. And we took for granted what Kwame Nkrumah was doing for us. When Nkrumah was building Ghana, we thought they said, oh, easy, because MPP will make you think, say, oh, I'm easy. What the man will come, oh, who crying, taxes, we move from taxation to production. Ekufuado's word. No, do not take it for granted. The governance of John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. I am not afraid of them. Now no say omokeka ye nyo me bia nkoyi me be bashi wo and NDC for be cry attack me. I speak the truth because I put Ghana first, but I believe say NDC is far better than the MPP. That is the gospel truth. That is the gospel truth. But let us not take for granted the gains are NDC for a gaining. Why do you say easy? Oh, the way a Jomama, very accessible, very kind, very nice, very gentle. Ekufuado was not like that. Ekufuado to me, get up on your knees, get up, wake up, get up and greet me. And this is the government. Obi said, did the UK government share part? Let me educate this fool. If you don't know, and you remember why you follow blindly. Uba UK, ye share part, a man kwada, sa unimwa. E kwada ko school, no mo say ya, ye mo part. And I unim. I am mote Ghana no I am part disuana munsuya. Why? I have feel say I have sometimes when I see some of the comment to be about a sanitary powder, John Mahama de my girls are who feel say look, let me tell you, I know of a lady, Okotek, Timmy, part, or send a time no go school, part. Ne won't say ya, on Timmy go school puno akosiade. Indeed, what Tiwana yama a local Ghanaian company. Na oye part e de ama Ghana fo a na school nkra na ekona omunya pada ne bone ne say na who use a pad unim say do you know how many people use pad in a month? A job creation for many local friends saying companies. I am monwene and there may be one form adwene to home. A company, it is a need that people needs. So people give service to people. And yeah. Now, because you job creation, no idea. Yeah, the body and the stem, no, body and the stem, no, and the idea day, your part. If government supporting this initiative, thank the government. They can even do more because we have gold, diamond, bauxite, manganese. Obit me free Ghana, but now UK. Ne mako school, omo say wo school, omo ye cha omo part, free part. Aya munsuya nyansa. Mumubino, munsuya nyansa. Odi ase, now, so clearly, the NDC, Enra, many say, me hear video ewa ha. Odi ase, eno Ibrahim, because here in the UK, they have a year part, a year dispensers in a year schools, or also F1 the Americans. Me hear video no, Ora, John Abdullahi Jenapo, I was told, he said, or share video ne kakra and check ano a year rich o my day o mama nkofo bia kwatena fie a o mo ye hwehwemu. This is what we need. What you say? Proactive governance. Men trying more say no. Yeah, now you go after them because MPP for if you give them an inch, they will take it as a yard. Yes, mo marking or mo close marking. Because omu do no ya man boyofo. Yes, omu ya man boyofo ankasa. They are the destroyers of the nation. Now Kenya said finance minister area sika kwatena America. No mebu akonta also omba. Now MPP form called demonstration. Enkasa NTI. Finance minister do a man for almost 8 years. Yes, you free Yale wa bring a kufuado kasa bebre about the finance minister. Owie ye or say on to me abandon Ghana for because Ghana for ye ma. And the papa to America or to 3.5 million dollar fee. Our team wa America 3 bedroom. Wa could 3 million dollars and what is half year. Can you imagine what 3 million? Ebesisi ewe friend say ne kurase achime kurase e ofiri wo. Jobs ebetimi create. There are people who will steal from you. Hide it in a year, a friend is saying, a year abrochre. Use it to take care of their children. In the next 20 years, their children will come, their great-grandchildren will come and say, we want to come and contest. We must speak the truth and tell them the truth. What you say? That is the gospel truth. My name, of course, Dr. Ren D Sexy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Ren TV. TikTok, and so follow me. Me can't sempano. Me who sa pepe. Me who so afenti Ghana for man from me D Sexy. Me a Ghana ni. Me say drama no. Me drama num. That me a Ghana. Now to a Ghana ni. Who MPP crowd feeling me. Me what? MPP for me feeling me. MPP a me party. And now ni. Me kwa many MPP party member. Me timi come adwene. Na kufuado ba. No masa aka say abrante no ke kana adwene. Obon adwene kyerem. Ye be kind of because we want Ghana to be fixed. Sa pepe. What do you say? Ladies and gentlemen, Ora Bujinapo, me niaje say a friend is saying, why in such a kakra Obibia, ne ho bon, a year a friend is saying, a jashishi ni mono, monchi womo, mon punish womo pa, OPD, or PBD. Hello, Minia, a design. O mon punish womo. What do you say? Obi say show us your party card. Hey, rather ya go boy. MPP boy, it be feel you more. Me feel you more rough. Was it show us your party card? That's a man for party card. And Jawan just said, "No, me MPP ni on." Ah, I'm say after now there waba my ways. Man for me party card. And Jai say me MPP. Yay, go away. You start to say you enjoy a party, no? You enjoy a party now, crowd party now. Now, be a friend, be political party. What do you say? That only be a friend of political party. Why? And then Emra mene Terry Ajete, Terry Bonchaka, meneno. In 1998, 99, you koye campaign. Emma Freddie Blay, you free school at the Sandal College. 1998, you free school at the Sandal College. And you jar hop, and you call in the Marcoye campaign, my Freddie Blay. Yes, Terry Bonchaka, never found a Peter Alan Ajete or Tonyum Edema MPP in 1998. At that time, I was just a young little boy at the age of 13. Oh, I say, what you say? Your party nesi naso, naso, nesi mina naso obuase. What you say? Nesi mina naso obuase. MPP party. Obuase. Yes. Nesi mina naso obuase. Yabeka no krenachile. Yankwe. So, ladies and gentlemen, and this mama meninda na mu make sure say saboteurs na saboteurs na mu wo mu no. MPP for me mo pam wo mo. Mompamo wo nyina. What do you say? Mompamo wo nyina. What? Mompamo wo. Enten. Yenko yenim. Asem papa bi nso aba. Yenko. Asem dede no we here. Oh. Enti eye napo waka no kre no. Who knows tomorrow? Napo waka no kre no amaga na fo nyina ehunu no kre ne se ampa dum so ne de omo di ja mahama, omo ba, omo di ja mahama. Enti ebetimi asa akwa akotie de na pokai ensan kotie de na pokai bio
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I've promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't.
Bomodiana power tap, mame, power tap na MPP for no bar na or more report page no. On sending them 200 or more reporting on power tap. Bomodia na subscribe to the YouTube channel also. Why? What you say? Sabe people. Anyway, yenko your name. And Tinaponso Akano Kreno 2024 or say still another doom so, which means NDC ever inherited doom so. What do you say? What you say? Or say no or cannot crane. TSNTB.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody.
Journalists say, oh, we are still experiencing doom so. Also, nobody also what you have to. Indeed, your one because I come in business code. Memmy scooting.
We haven't.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't.
Or see, nobody has said we haven't. And so, or can't. Or jitum se ampa yen kan se dum so ni wo dum so no wo wajatum I say nobody has said we haven't we just say or jitum se ampa dum so de e wo enti 2024 omu fra akonya so omu ja dum so de ma Ghana e brofo onti ase a bomodi akohu English teacher why mesre wa obesi e kire brofo nso a obetumi ebuki me for classes majusika Nimdia ni ankusia for free. Majuska. No macho English. Why? Comprehension. Macho nice. Anyway, iti yem free wo. Yedana say eja video no wa eda ho. Na eja yentimi ekeka na ekeka boom. Nice. Okay. Yem free wo na okay, quickly. Okay, papa we GRIDCo CEO eja ya esi ho se ombomodin omoka sabotage for no omoka ura mark omoka sabotage for no ti apam no you see ontena nche yenye investigation no a ye be frɛ no say ne ho bi ani asɛm a investigation kwa wi ya ye beto nsa afrɛ no GRIDCo CEO engineer Mark Ewua asked to step aside pending investigations over Akosombo fire incident. Top ECG officials in Ashanti region reshuffled. In general, Minister, I share my video no. Why reshuffle in tentem. Eniaji onkoswa no nyesa amfamaye. Yepe proactive governance. What you say? Say after me. Proactive governance. We MPP ni aka. Enye proactive. Eye pro. We are this MPP ni aka. Eye proactive. Enye pro. Eye proactive. MPP for no ma bon MPP for current MPP for bon ma bon oh o ma bon rough. Anyway, enti the wo no. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, enti yentoa so me no woka say the aban no e de mame fa we entwem because I think it's a news yen kana yen so yen fantu yen ho for very very important. We are with the timetable now. Omodi abano. Me the bema Ghana for you. We say Abranti bia.
The story of this gentleman is very sad. Abranti needing the Daniel Ej. Now kopim watchim old Tafua. Ediya dodo na dinim no Friday. Abranti no 26 years. Now as we speak now, Daniel Ej, aka Friday, film na kwanya Daniel di film no there. I was also video no till the end because it can save your life. According to reports, on Saturday 25th April 2026, Daniel na address opeso charging an iPhone. It was share them na MZ Daniel nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo addicted to plug and play ni bi enti ɔmo charge ɔmo phone a ɔbɛhu na still na no phone no so kura ɔmo na ɔmo de yɛ deɛ ɔmo de bɛyɛ a enti Daniel hyɛ dɛm hɔ a ɔcharge ne phone ɛna ne senior brother ɛyɛ sɛ wɔfrɛ Daniel na nka ɔne Daniel adi nkɔmmɔ bi but wɔfrɛ Daniel a ɛnyɛ adeɛ Daniel efi no enti oduru fie na ɔmo ka kyerɛ sɛ wɔhyɛ ne dɛm hɔ sɛ ɔcharge ne phone asɛ sɛ wada nti ne brother wura dɛm hɔ no na Daniel phone no ɛda ne koko so just as you see on your screen ɛda ne koko so akyɛ sɛ ɔfrɛ kra no ɛringe ɛnso Daniel ɛnam sɛ na ɔmo nim sɛ wada ne nti no Daniel ɛnte according to report Daniel nso yɛ obi a ɔda a ɔfrɛ ne sɛ kra ɔnte agye sɛ wabɔ no enti ne brother ɛyɛ sɛ ɔbɔ Daniel na nka wanyane no na ɔbɔ no no ɛna ohun sɛ Daniel body no ashɔke no nti n'ani ba ne ho so sɛ light ɛna ashɔke ne brother no enti odum plug no ɛna ɔyɛ sɛ oyi phone no afi ne brother no so abusua oyi phone no ohun sɛ baabi a phone ne da no ɛhɔ nyinaa hye akyɛ sɛ Daniel sɛ ɔcharge ne phone no na ɔfa mu da yo sɛ deɛ yo through the phone Daniel was electrocuted saa bere a me no kasa yi Daniel atoa nananom wɔ nseɛ do na akɔyɛ awerɛhosɛm asan so akɔyɛ futusɛm I said it some time ago sɛ one of the dangerous things
enti abusua yɛmfa ntu yɛ hofo yɛ ma no a wo yɛ parent a ayɛ abɔmmɔden ama w'ani nkɔ ma ho mesrɛ wa yɛmfa ntu yɛ hofo ɛyɛ bi wɔ a or charging the phone na still I know you so or charge the phone now leave the phone to charge phone the man in charge within 30 minutes 1 hour the phone will charge 1 hour now on so phone no it can save your life so it's very important yes dear we are here I love you because you're a Ghanaian we can agree to disagree but unkwa hu hear me until let's spread this information why say ye man wa mo charge phone na ye nua no mo charge phone na omo charge phone no the phone e di agro no mo bo games no mo the air course no charging phone wo charge phone no just allow the phone to charge o kwa koda memma phone ne mmem enkoda wo phone so what you say a gadget FD anything can happen timese fa phone no to baby na timinya time na da what you say sa pepepe why what you say timese we are Ghana ni dia medo what you say but when it comes to politics me come no crutch what you say where I belong iti we a futua also share the news na union we so NTSA futu why all right then ladies and gentlemen papa ya oda mechi we bisa say dey ntina me dey no atomechi very simple owura Kwame Agboja na no okọ Ashanti region otumfo nyame kese ebo na baso se Kwame koso aye adwuma mentie di amanfo eka woti ase ampa okọ no so otumfo afutu na wode man no obomoden etie ya wedi otumfo efrene se nenum asem so a ogbo adwuma pa ena me no wo kase asem a ede a wode abetudwa woti ase asem a mepese me magana fo nyina ete wodi ase ene papa yi di asebia very important atuja one or see meet 20% target in 2 months or step aside road minister to contractors very good news or see contractor dey ama road contractors no road so mo fix no omonya bomodian no mo construct road maye no or she wo mo 2 months say 2 months no bia yama the kwan bia so onye bia no oba ekwan no so a obeso ohun say 20% of adwuma no why in 2 months unya 20% or in 2 months adwuma na area show say ya ebeje adwuma na free nsem dey am obi foforo this is where it's echo because adwuma no timelines da so oti ase delay no na the pedestrians the users public na use roads na higher because many of ekwan no boyen say eja de wo kwa adwuma obedu adwuma ntem de wo kwa kwan so ebekwa kodu kwan so ntem edi se wanya adwuma ntem a ha man for production ha the productivity of the nation and the minister asem o de abetudwe many age ho pa we need to support him contractors no so mesremo a enya ne senti number ye biara o be sapetin ekwan bia o munye kwan ebeso ani because o my Ghana ni hiam o my no so ehia nyina ye na fa yankas na ebebo nyina abaso enkromagya ye motorway echai pa nsa na su tutu a eja motorway ye concrete na kufu adu buy na on the asphalt and ekwa patch ye friend say potholes. Hey, I said, well, MPP Mompa. Now, your friend is a dinosaur when you are not a contractor. Dinosaur when you not to be a road contractor, yeah, you're very easy. Hey, MPP. Inti road minister, see the Minister of Roads and Highways, Kwame Governs Abuja, has issued a 2-month ultimatum to the Lovely Construction Limited to speed work on the Bediakon Junction, Sefi, Adabokrum road project in the western region. The directive follows concerns over significant delays with progress reportedly falling far below expectation. Addressing the media during a visit to the project site on April 27, 2026, he criticized the slow pace of work. According to him, the contractor should have achieved close to 20% completion by now, but less than 2% of the work has been done, despite taking possession of the site about 5 months ago. Oh, please. We are giving this contractor 2 months to claw back the time up to over 20% or consider this project terminated. We are not going to discuss this any further. He continued and said that 2 months is what you have to bring the project up to the scope, or we are not even going to talk to you. You will just realize that another person is on site. So that is all we have to say here. I think it is in order. It is in order. Yedi adwuma ne ma yen kofo a momma adwuma no monye ma yen na nso ani Ghana for titifi omusi omunye adwuma nye odi ase Ghana for titifi omusi omunye adwuma nye mo employ workers no labor construction no enye obia na ese woko school odi ase ekoye friend say building and construction ekoye civil engineering ene niama omutifie no so ombetimi learning on the job ombetimi asua oti ase ombetimi form as laborers na mo chere omo how ebe ombaye you sue your papa ne maame no a no nkra certificate civil engineering certificate e de build a friend say a friend say tema motorway into contractors no mebro ne maba wa ne tifie mo employ omo service no mo employ omo service ombaye more active ebe boa mama mo so adwuma na ko wano na mo tua wo mo ka na ye kwaye nim. This is what we want. This is how we build a nation. Ye de adwuma ne mama na mo ntimi nya by force kwakwa je adwuma no. Yes, no. Wontumi nya ye fama Ghana Armed Forces. Omo employ more youth, omo recruit more youth. Ghana Armed Forces 48 engineering regiment. They build roads, they build their contractors, construction workers bebre wo Ghana Armed Forces. What you say? Handymen for bebre wo Ghana Armed Forces. They can recruit more Ghanaian, more friends saying mebno ne maba wano. They can train them and give them the necessary skills on making constructing roads. No, you better be the contract now. Ghana Armed Forces. Yes, near 2 hours more. When you be the atom pop, what the among workers, soldier for no be at all, a camouflage in uniform. No, it be a 2 hours more. Minister, the way no, that's Koswa. Yamimo and Hodina Koswa na Yamai, a sunny pen. Konesa we o hebi so say abrante ye wo me wo boas you ye wo ye boas ne ntija you ye free asase aba ye ntija ye wo baby ani too good ye wo baby ani too good ne gugu ni sorry ni awos estate na me to all good they blasting good now wo dampa so boys now peja gbagba Charlie. Don't be easy. Tina who boys ni bia na ni so ehisa no. Mine mu ya tena mines musa. Anyway, Kwame Sefa Kayi ne chairman Wontumi assemble na course. Just Sefa Kayi waka se bia for Wontumi. Wontumi call for Buah-Govt, the governor of Ashanti region. 8 years of Akufo-Addo's favorite. The only thing say the bro for Kanye. Can you say Akufo-Addo command ministerial position? Wontumi ene Kwame Sefa Kayi. Kwame Sefa Kayi apacho. O kan say assemble no kan ya wapa Wontumi acho. Yenkoni ekuti. Power tap na bomodiana subscribe to the YouTube channel Dr. Ren TV. Mo hwe mo TikTok. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel Dr. Ren TV. Why? Yenti Wontumi.
This FM 104.3. Wontumi target.
Opening pa wo Ghana. Na ko ahomaso. Eko kase vice president. In Free Central Region, on Infantini or Yanani. Na the Pro is the second wife of the president.
Kwame.
Kwame. One thing.
No.
Me madam for me, so woman. Chama Wontumi.
Oh, Kwesi pa. Please.
National chairman.
Kwesi, sometimes sebi. Yes, so and funso.
Oh, Kwame.
Come on. Oh, please. Please. Kwesi. Oh, grandchild, me boy. Yeah, per role model about point to Wontumi one.
Oh, honestly, why any deal?
Me bisau. Direct question. Would you point to Wontumi as a role model for a grandchild?
Now we point.
Daddy.
Now
Me bisau.
That's what is me know the number.
Who shows up against our own pointing? Obi otimi kasa same way. Only sometimes and same bi wo ho a. Say your man no mileage a. Higher home.
Yeah.
And said you can't you are suffering. I mean if Obi ka say asema okay. Say Professor Nana Jino Free Central Region. Since when? I've known Professor Nana Jino since 1995.
Second wife.
The problem, how many people think like you?
No.
That's the problem.
But common sense, you see, and maybe shall say, social media now can't we do anything more useful with it? Me, Professor Nana Jino, meaning since 1995.
Fantastic.
Sometimes not on I'm saying no, a senior lecturer. Oh, UCC. That is when I'm in him. Now, I know that I tell them say, oh, Free Central no free.
Yes, sir. I'm
going to free her. Or be a fair nana. I'm running free.
also being a hanya.
Meaning the late sister who soon him know. Yenya Elaine.
Elaine.
Elaine the cool. Only Elaine the cool school.
Now you should have started more than
Ghanaian time. It's Elaine or young man. How? Elaine only became Angwani because of a professor.
Yes, sir.
That is how.
Yes, sir.
What to make us because you find yourself. My brother says, okay, Kwame, just apologize. I think your comment on Wontumi is below the belt. Okay. If it is below the belt, I apologize. I take it back. Okay. It was in the middle of a discussion. So for those of you who found it offensive, I take it back and I apologize to Chairman Wontumi.
Kwame Sefa Kayi apa Chairman Wontumi actual. Na it still stands. Also, no dear, enya dia obema ne ba. Chairman Wontumi ntimi nye role model man ne ba. Just was the MPP for no cry grow money so. Kofo obi ti say e wa Ashanti region so I am a party chairman. Just mogu MPP enimu ase. Mogu MPP enimu ase. JH Mensa mu da mu adaka mu o mbesu. Anyway, that is a year Chairman Wontumi any Chairman Kwame Sefa Kayi. Omwangasa omumienu two political party members. Nti omfanya wo. But it's good. He's a gentleman. I apologize. We have to move on. Quickly, mamemfa one or two bina infantrim na enyadia and the match na memfa course 10. So this is the news ni na Minister Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa dia na waye he has done something very marvelous, something beautiful. Nti ese kanokre no ekobi aye from Adammus resources omo enzema bi krom ho omo too good na eniema nkofo ne ye no ensem fatakra chese eniema eso omo ye boa community ni kra omo nye timene ukase minister ne de abetudwa se enra najo we revoke Adammus omo mining license iti we revoke na mamenken kan say the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources has announced the revocation of the Akango, Salman and Nkrofo mining lease of Adammus Resources Limited due to a violation of Ghana's minerals and mining laws. According to a press statement issued on Sunday, April 26, the decision follows a series of investigations conducted by the Minerals Commission, which uncovered multi instances of illegal and unauthorized mining activities carried out by the company. So these actions were found to be a indirect breach of the Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, as well as related regulations. The investigation, supported by both documentary and photographic evidence, revealed several serious breaches by Adammus Resources Limited. Among the key findings were unlawful subcontracting. Adammus Resources Limited was found. Adammus Resources Limited was found to have unlawfully subcontracted mining operations on their concessions without obtaining the necessary ministerial consent as required under Section 14 of the Minerals and Mining Act. I like it the way our minister Juma. I love it. Say, on your armchair minister, na onam a friend is saying, quiet more, onam forest, a friend is saying, mining areas, na onwangasa monitoring, onwangasa supervision, no onwangasa hunu the air koso. The minister ni here no akandie bia ebeboa ama na adwuma no wetimi aye ne wano and I think say maybe a tree more de betuwa say aban no mboa no through the Ministry of Finance o mboa no no ma de sika obetimi de ato akandie machines, drones bia otimi ne nsaka ebetimi aboa no to even get a friend is saying quick information efa omo a yede mining a friend is saying concession ma omo jene de omo pe na afei enema eso mu fulo no omo fulo no mo de say yensa ase ne yensu. And I am happy about this Adammus resources because under another danko Akufo-Addo ne MPP no just say you complaining and they were not doing anything about it. Thankfully there's a new government in town ometimi abomodin atoto enema Martin Luther Midas ometimi atoto enema. It is very, very important. Perhaps MPP was afraid. He said, "Yeah, license now. People will lose their jobs." But sometimes we have to act as a nation. So we'll be saying, "Obi aba ni amani lease company abani amana akandi say ni emra ne kire say we yes adwuma no a." I saw di emra no so. When di emra no so, we must punish the people. Revoke their license. And that is the reason why I make Ghana for a quantum say, let's come together. Wouldn't we bush and phobia will be team up. Concession be or Mumetimia aqua baby for these some of these concessions. A community, a mine, no. Ghana for more Germany, UK, France, a friend say America. You team up we form a company. With the music assembly boom. Na ma pe omo osebio omo ye mining engineers omo nim die no metim de aboa etu agudie no na afa mo employ the youth sebio omo so wo bia omo akoko go schools omo so nim die no omo so tifie no. We can do these things, but Ghanaians we don't like to work together. We don't like to form partnership. Agudie no so wo ayamini umi no dia adan ye ntimu up ni emfa wo omo wo nim die no ni employ wo omo no one to me modia no yanji concession ibi. Ni emphasica shem ni anyensu yan mine bi ni employer and call for ni anya they said yes pepe na buy no so sebio no so be the taxes ni yansu be employ workers ni yansu sebio yansu be nya ho mfa so ni ye kwaye nim ni ye tumpon. And this is what the minister Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi-Boah. In fact, our TikTok CCR the dear Emmanuel Amakofi-Boah. Free her kona ko join in this year. Go and follow him right now. Right now, follow. Move follow no mami. Or TikTok. And on far honorable candidate Emmanuel Amakofi-Boah. Just follow him. What you say? Pepe. You can ask him question be open. What you say? Or you're directly accessible. Send you a message. Voice note to be to me aye. Eddie Ama minister no obetie. Let's take advantage of some of these things. Because we are building a nation. We need the here. Miss minim the here. Yen in the here. I bet him the attitude of mine. Minister to us say a tosumi you know the omo ya G woman license a tosumi you know and go for ye was a failure to obtain a regulatory approvals. The company failed to obtain essential approvals from regulatory bodies, including the Environmental Protection Authority (EPA), in violation of Section 18 of Act 703, which means that or ye bibia wo mra kwan so tinya dia ode a friend is a kabiba beto o man Ghana so na judgment day to be na bani akwakotua company bi because one farmer kwan so and revoke license no we there or see videos pictures bibia wo ho I just about violate and enti ye revoke license omo yo madwene so be ye nneoma yi a megiri se minister no ene aban no e de wo mo e de license be ma wo mo ne atoa so ye ma wo concessioner you must respect the rules and laws are oh my Ghana untimi nko China enkonko ye de wo pe untimi nko UK enkonko ye de wo pe what you say aha enti say adwuma we de mesre wa ye de yen hye nso ne ndi nani what you say aha sapepepe was it a very intellectual stimulating program with a sharp host me that say abusua yenko third no my making kind of third one no na me mfa enema miensa because me can say enema miensa I say substandard mining operations or say the mining operation carried by Adammus Resources Limited were found to be substandard and took place outside the designated mining areas and far from the approved infrastructure. Hey, environmental degradation almost say almost I like it like this. Let's all focus, put pressure on our ministers to give us the best form of leadership. We are Ghanaian. You don't deserve good. You don't deserve better. You deserve the best. And I know when we push them, they can give us the best. Anyway, yemfa eno ensiwona yenko. I think it's a timetable no the doors no. 800 megawatt global load management timetable ECG diaba. But does I can't mean to mean that is what we hear every minister no say do so no send ya obi enkofo enyoma enko say nti omo the timetable ni nyina ba but ade bia nti omo cheche mu western region see ofa a friend Ashanti region and other places no okay my man hwe o say days ene Omachichem 3 groups load management timetable nti I think I'll try and see how best I make me publish it my page ni senia ye nuanom Ghana no so ye ma me papa no a almost depend on akosumbo no ometumi atoto om no mai na nye se ada e bedum light that day na ode odwan ti akwahye wo fridge and also the name hwa akwahye wo fridge me say be say you we are here to educate, we are here to inform, we are here to help our community. And intini wa say, you know. Quickly, my memfa we and tentem memfa commander COP, memfa commander bra. Very good commander, memfa commander bra. Mafeno oh commander or boy juma. Aye. Montage papa we mami. Montage ne mami. In fact, His Excellency John Dramani ba you know. Or the position be the Emma Papa we. Dr. Ren position no. I was not happy because na me de misusu say enka say interior minister. Nanka ohwe the Ministry of Interior so. But President John Mahama ne nyanse mu no. The oye ne say Oma Ora Commissioner of Police retired. The other man and say, Osibra Jubilee House na Buah-Govt. In fact, nyame nim ne krenie. The position of the man no. Na me bisa me say e dey pa na papa we akoye e wo saa position ho. And me hu say ampa Osefata position na the man no. And ke man Minister of Interior ke bia e ministry bi enko na bia e be limit ne se obehwe so. But ye no ka say die. Oye the director mua obomodinia ehwe ye security nsensem so. The appointment of Ora Kofi Buahye ama mehunu the way One the IGP, the Ministry of Interior, Defense, and other security agencies. The BNI. One woman a coordinate a year. So the National Security Coordination. Osha enema oya. Ama ene akromfo a na sabio. Womu wo krom gidi no. We are not out of the woods yet, but abrasive. We can encourage them to do more, because I believe that every human being here, or what the capacity and the ability, no, you only encourage them to give nothing but their best. Ora COP Kofi Buah-Govt, very fine man. And here I'm kind. In fact, my big brother, Ayubiana Otai at the time, ECG, na on the Sheso ewo Accra East. Intiana am say no what ECG wanted no. No tiny Ora Kofi Buah-Govt, a tie ewo in Gitahudi. Because mainly they about theft. A far more ECG fully underground cables na copper cables no ko wiewia no. It na say nkofo kakra bi. But Ora Kofi Buah-Govt mo say syndicate just say nkofo bi a o ma te wo ho asi wa o ma form ku a o mo yesa no ma bone no a o mo wiewia cables no mo wiam de akwa koton Togo anaso ma sa ton amagana fo no a o mo ti krumu a mo tonton cables no. The entire me bribe say for years this man has been consistent. The Juma any odo a woman or my Ghana fighting crime and making sure that Ghana be a peaceful country. He was supposed to be the IGP of Ghana, Inspector General of Police. Yes, when a Kufuor came, but he am farmer. No. You see, the police hierarchy, no. Onipa obema police hierarchy no ensisaye bemu eye Ora John Ejekum Kufuor. Ora John Ejekum Kufuor bae no de obeye de say de na edu ne so say oye IGP no Ora Kufuor e pass ani pakro no ho kofa obi fufuro beye IGP e free ho no ama eye sa eye hierarchy no that eye pyramid no ananka police for climb ya kodu IGP no assessor ama ene akwan se aban bia ba no no so person de ne de ehye Ora Kufuor ene be ma saa nsacharaye no bone no betwa saa esa bone no ewo ono obe politicize a friend say the police a friend say administration. Some people say oh yeah because say na all take it over from Jerry John Rawlings, so he was not fear we say wa hwe ni here na no bi asem a eto Ora Hilali man no ebia na jato asaba biem ababa betu na de so. Anyway, that one no, I don't really have the fact, but that is what Nkofo bi kire o madwene in the quarters of the family of Ora Kufuor. Amen. So masotin bia enuntina me de eka. But this man was supposed to be our IGP. In fact, he is not better say when you IGP. Odo awoma o my Ghana no. Ye de koto Director of Operations at the Presidency to oversee operational effectiveness of security matters. In fact, we are all seeing it. Working, coordination, papa. Muammar Kai, the only man I would say atai. In fact, it was like a rumble in the jungle. Omuana, yeah, ne wo teshi side, wo kwan of fast or che atai. Look, Papa we, yet ne call Ashanti region, Otumfu ankasa kacha ne say, Bema mu, me de Asante mine, Ashanti region shawonsa. Minim so ye professional, into Buah-Govt no, ampa or Buah-Govt pa. Yet ne call Western region, Akronfo T say wo ba, or nam kwan so ye ne ba keke, ababedu Western region, Akronfo bebre no aduane ye. Those days now come market circle na Akronfo ho pa. Kofi Buah-Govt. COP a buy. Look, it was like a chronicle joy. A confirm everywhere Jani Cote d'Ivoire because Ura COP Kofi Buahye ewo. Look, Sefa Kayi Okwa a year a friend is saying a year Greater Accra on the Mame Rosebio Atinga. Look, on those who are retired. Look, COP Kofi Buahye and you will be a or you're very professional man. On I'm quiet, slow, but sure. We are obey you. We are obey discipline you. Hey! Guess what? Nansemu enka asamboni bi baba bisi. Mean to me come too much because of the sensitive nature. Look, quickly, Anna Ostopo sa asamboni. And as ultimately say President John Mahama Timinam free. Don't think so on I'm free. It's because he has men like COP Kofi Buahye. Ghana is more peaceful. And we hope say it will continue. Men are what is Kofi Buahye mono. Omon time also. Yes. He is a man who is not afraid to speak truth to politicians. Edian waka actually NDC in 2025. Emra NDC a winning power. Assembly tier simple. Okacha NDC for say mon shani ye na mama greed anti-timun tem. Emra mo winning power. Ediama a year of mine Ghana. Was it don't let greed divide us ahead of 2028 elections. Assembly last year no kind. He is somebody, he has been working in the intelligence industry for almost 4 decades. So he knows his stuff. Oba School, UK. Oh yes, King's College. They be a police for any dear for all over the world. Wapempa. Yes. When you're in Titi, any be everywhere. And go your army officer, and Kobeka said you're called Sandhurst Military Academy. But where were you policing? It's a honor cocotte Jane in Titi. Look, again, Tina Mama Papanya and Senibeka same way. Because he has seen it all during the days of Rollins. Abedit and Net John Mahama. So politicians sometimes omunya position no greediness in tea they forget the people. It's almost serve war. And he sound a word of caution to the NDC. Let me tell you something that you don't know. Do you know, sir, one of his assignment, sir, be making sure, sir, this government, any minister will not be corrupt. Yes. Oh, yes. If you don't know, I'm telling you. Oh, yes. National security. Ordinary esha war. Ordinary so teyoko. Neni di defense echi. Neni bakoso di interior echi. Everything about security. He is the director of operations and the presidency. And Tinasote say, hey, yes, minister be, sikasem bi, oye kurukuru, oye corruption be, pine. Now we do 110. On Penim Guasie, Emma John Mahama. In fact, John Mahama wants to leave a legacy. And one of the people who wants to ensure said that legacy will be fulfilled and protected is COP Kofi Buahye. That is the reason why ministers need behave in line. Because omunim say COP Kofi Buakye asote President Ebete. President T, you will face the consequences. Asante me kind of consequences. I be cruel. I want a woman. It's a joke. Don't take it serious. TME. This is the reason why John Dramani Mohammed's ministers are yet very humble and accessible. It's because they have a big man, a big brother. Ordinary woman. Do you know, sir, even to the extent of Nkofua ministers and woman? Oh yes. Oh yes. Both home and abroad. Oh no, I submarine untenenka. Oh yeah, Juma. President Betu Kwaya ko baby a pine. Atutu nyama. Do you know how many hours I order? Ni we are say wada 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours in a day. And confess I are under. Because there is peace in Ghana. So I can Wontumi na. Because he wants to see Ghana become great and mighty. Akufo-Addo liked him. But no shed the way Akufo-Addo tia. He was being controlled by some Nkofobi because the people were afraid of him. Let me tell you. Nansena ministers Fobi Pesomoya aswording quickly prompted straight to their offices. Say, hey, Papa says I should come and check you up. Sit up. If not, you'll be reshuffled. Ghana is not for you. You are here to serve. So I have come to tell you, you are a servant, not a lord. So when you speak to Ghanaian, make sure you humble yourself. How can you behave like a lord when you are a servant? I employ you. Come on. Servant with an attitude. This is minister be and saying, why you doing? First, no social media banter. Men can't say why you boy. Men bo be a din. Men fast and be a mechichere me come. The minister and they were setting up. Yes. Kofi Buakye. Oh, men bo be a din. That man was right. Oh, and them bo be din. Yes. Look, John Mahama is not joking with his legacy. And director of operations. Makachira musa mumbo bidi. Makachira musa monchuro bidi. Mudi amokura mo hadwene. Ade yesi yembodi. Mochura na makoka. Mekoka pe yesi makobodi say eh yes Sam Joy. Enso mo na mochuro ye. Minka Sam Joy. Mo na machuro na me bodi. Mo hadwene dodo. I'm in call for way. Martin Luther King mo. Oh, my church at all. Look. COP Kofi Buakye. I am earnest. Juma papa ne ye no. Papa boy, do my mabudi no. I say, hey, I never knew COP Buakye is doing all this. Oh yes. Oh, when the team, a team no. Ghana oh. You. Oh yes, you. So the ministers for be at a time to and ka first and minister for be ye. Oh no. You say Wontumi ye. Yes. Wontumi nya dwe. Wone why? John Mahama wants to leave a legacy. Ye fank of wechi. Ohwehwe wo mu mem. Minister we this week dia no ye dia na ekoso, niema be na ekoso. Yes. Behind the scenes, ogba adwuma ni nyina. Yes. Itiene. Now if you say me be kan no asem boni a, the American say the IGP Ghana never had. But the great man are ogba adwuma. Itimini mo kase. Obia suro se ono na the first scandal beba. Nansemu a abrante bi oye John Mahama Doba oye nyoma bi kai ni a friend or office say, hey my friend, don't think because father like you so you act anyhow. Remember, you are a servant. You are here to serve. You are here to serve. COP Kofi Buahye. Ha! Ushiano akacha said Dr. Ren say me feeling no brutal. Ushiano akasa achre no. Said Dr. Ren say oye boy oye gigim. Matthias said the entia we second D takra de four boys no. Womo ko eye empoano ka say, "Hey, padi, watch criminals dread." Matthias said the entia don't call Ashanti region. Not crime rate a call for Matthias. Matthias said the entia oka say atai danea also be dane. Now watch it. Ampa oche atai. Everywhere he went, he was doing good. In fact, the mighty COP Kofi Buahye, because of him, and the IGP Yohunu Tete, or boy Juma, or da no wada, because men like Kofi Buahye and the other security couples, and boy Juma, kudos to him. On continue. There has been one or two attempts due to the intelligence in T. Attempt, no. Usiano quite ten. Oh yes, only there has been 2 attempts on a senior man in Ghana. He prevented it. Yeah, quite no. Maybe I'm a catcher, and you'll be shocked. Nipanwa. Mame fancy ya. Ahaya kwani. COP Kofi Buahye. Capo di capo. Capo munyina capo. COP papa. Ubejuma. It is not only politicians, Daniel. It's not only politicians, including a handful. Oh yes. My brother. Recently. Look. Hey, the priest obeya na mabodi no. Sa na obeya me koka omo chro Sam George akoka Sam George. We dey menka. We pa dey menka. We dey me dey chef regime next month, next 2 months meka. We give permission if free me intel no one am dey amam. Me the man she is here. Mo dey money be kwa hwe ni pa too much. Anenti Obompaya no abobia ma COP Kofi Buahye. Yes. Dark man must tell us. Oh, we obeso me ahwe, o beso me ahwe menka. Menka sisi ma menji information, ma menji permission na menfa betudwa. So today, oh yes, you tune for ba. Yes, tune for ba pa. Tune for nyamekes na say tutu. The security protection or Kamubi. I only now we can just say it's not only office of president too. Oh no. Sure. And say I am for some giddy binan say sorry. Hey, no, I could do a papa no afraid we bang. na twetwa na bre abafom. Wow. As ambulance. Wow. Kudos. I say Apu, he cannot dare Otumfo. Obianka say what dare Otumfo. I say he is part. Hey, na mo no. Why are santini this year? Ne papa ni Otumfo. Nyame kese. Yeah, ye ka sama ya mumbie maso na muntie ni ye na mo pentokwa twa dodo. I say the mighty Dr. Red. I'm ye din kama mama be say nkomo no. Ye nyina ye abusuafo baako. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, Bomodiana subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Ren TV. Boy, I do 10K subscribers. Follow me. Na yankwa nim ewo eye TikTok nso. Why? Bomodiana ufree hanso a ko follow Emmanuel Amakofibua, Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Ono anso na Environment Ministry nso. Owo question bi afakoto nanim. Ebi amo USA, mo ye Ghana for maka ho abom. Wo be se mo kwakọ ye a friend is investment or Ghana. You want to go and invest in the lands and natural resources more. You can tell the minister. Ebi a friend is a community mining no. O akade, o workers, o the finances. Just let the minister know. Why? Or you can speak directly to him. What do you say? Sapepepe. So COP Kofi watching. That's it. Or boy Juma. You're encouraging no one more. Yes, you're more. We have one Ghana to build. That's it. Yempo, one Ghana, and we have one Ghana to build. TikTok, I am honest. Or TikTok and Facebook also. Yes, you can send him a message on TikTok. You can send him a message on Facebook. Why? Because you see, the new government is looking for investors. Investors, no say more UK, more France, Germany, more Ghana. No, we are all investors that we can invest back into our community, invest into our country. Yeah, so let's take note of that. Why? Emra Mijawa mekwe misrewa bomodiana subscribe to the YouTube channel no. Na fin so se wure free a bomodia jata cement kona kope bito. Why? Data cement no kona kope bito. Aye, kope bito. Anything made in Ghana, bomodiana kope bito. What you say? Anyway, ana yede ensempano. Mede besi. Nyame adom so a ochina same time. Yebeba ni ababedi nkomo. Thank you so much. Oh, mama pick one or two calls. Yeah, move and chemi. Mama pick one or two calls me. The mboni tete. Mama fa Kobe. Mama pick one or two calls. Ebusi move and chemi. Kobe. Pick me. Martin Luther me pick you. Yeah, Kobe.
Yeah, that's it, doc.
Yes.
Hello.
If you Accra.
Yeah, that's a pass. Wa pick me. Na mase bakwa ya na mi bisa se yenyina ye MPP for. Na me pese mi bisa Ghana MPP na ndisi se. Sa dum so ya abaya ye di ho aboboy. Pese mi hunu se we ba we su ba we su we. Na pese mi hunu se ndisi ba o mutwitwa pictures bebre kire se yakohu wa yesi bebre wo amanfo fie amanfo ya adim. Fine. Ohonya VRM. Na nipa na ye kwoto no ye fere se why yes no ni fie na ye de be surprise ayi na ye kwoto no e de adwubadie na ye de di sa nipa no e de mra na ye de di no two ye ja sa nipa no na sa dum so na aba no ya be cha ka ba ama me nana na otie kurase na wodo no koko na ya sana te so no so mo na metua ka Doctor, you very say, yes, I be anymore. Because men are now not a curacia or no do cuckoo. What in the cocoa so? Doom so ya bay or no hoshi, or be na cotton a wire. I di husika. Minister be a cotton wire, di husika. Or no, I acquire Madame Asia Juma, where di. Men are none or 2 rooms who were curasina or no. Also, 2 bobino. Oh, besa be chasa Canada man so mena metuaka. What's not in cocoa so cocoa now no ton na. Oh, Sandy, a ton de ye furniture, Oditia wa Juma if wakano. What in the cocoa no so? Oh, Sabi chasa Canada man yen and none say. omra metuaka abra sa minister ne nam ho ye nchi sa nipa no enti no dia ne kire say MPP land this no be ye better cheni bi because so onim say nipa no ye kromfo de ye nso kromfo so adenti nipa no nam ho ye den
Kobi mame na was
yetima ti abutu ka say ye fere say wakoska mi bi aw ye fere say ye kana sem ye kura ye mwie ya che no 2 dog o ka Ghana made in Ghana ho asem na ya tra Ghana ye nyini ye keka ko ye 50 years mu na mpese me Ghana fo nyina so te se Ghana de ba oba first ya ye betu aguso abeto a kire no na ye se no ye nim wo Ghana no Ghana de ba na se Ghana ni hu se ye to na de pe na wa ha se ye fake de frem oba fra ade no be se ni sisi a enti ama Ghana de no ye ni nyi hu no dok enko bia ni ho a ye fere se ni fie haban o chiri se obawe ba Ghana de dok minu se wakoto ade ye hyewi e kira ni 3 months and 4 months me kwakoto bi no na enti sa biem na ya asesa no what you say na mpese me de to Ghana ban so anim se Ghana ba bia ye no ma bi ti se transformers ye soso nim sa ne ma no se yes CC cameras gbogbo ho na se obi dija akoto ho a ya hu se nipa kro na odi sa abone ni ba bia enema bi me hia ti se sa akosombo na se fo se ka CC camera twitwa ho ahia what you say obi di ko bone ani ya hu se nipa na yakwa akoche no ahu ejam gabi ti se Kumasi do se nka CC camera twa ho ahia nipa bone bi betwi eba ho a ni ehun se nipa si masi we ni ya chi se nipa no na hwi ni ho obi bedi bone wadi bone no wafa ne ho adidi a ene ma na enkoso go so uba bra ye wono ma bi wo ho ba bi wo ho ye important na CC camera twitwa ho ahia okwan kura enam so no motorway CC cameras wo so what you say enti adenti a Ghana ye wono ma bi sa na ade bia protect na se obi atimi kodi bone ho no wafa ne ho adidi a why?
Kobi. Mame na se pa point. Thank you so much. Kobi asemo kai me ne ya adwene yem fa CCTV cameras and show. Martin Luther King, bro. Martin Luther. Yemko.
Doctor Yamisha. Okay. I'll say normally I am in touch with you, but then I felt the need to also come out. Yeah. So far only Ohima Freman Kwana Mikasa more platform. So the reason they say empanimfo 8 years. People with power 8 years. Na mutu ana monso. And then me why? NDC a party bia wahu Ghana ni bia meaning say people will not everybody will or share this view, but I am entitled to it. And NDC a party bia Ghana ni bia ope Ghana ye. So even when your official subscriber member of party ne kura say odo party no historically wahu say NDC ba power omo ba adwuma. What you say? We say analysis now yeah about power sector and energy sector no. What we say? NP4 from Kufuor time, ABC omoko 2008 Professor Mills and Mahama Tuaso and Mahama so 2012 or Tuaso. One of the main reasons NDC for Ghana for vote 2 more out done so. Yeah. But omu Korea na Ghana for who say omu bajuma. Yeah. The problem I have with NDC is say, what is wrong with your communication when you are in power? I know say it's very difficult because there are sabotage. And media landscape doctor say we there or feel that winning. Yeah. Omo block NDC information here no, but you can circumvent sadeno to munkamo story. John Abdullahi Abu Jinapo me pewasem me share oda, but watching from a distance no meaning say oh you fine gentleman. Say I say obi a prepare ne ho to hold a ministerial position is you. Why? Because dum so ni nyina no you were the deputy minister at the time. Yes, sir, o minister at the kwabna way minister kwabna don't call ebaye or be promise ade bia wantimi aye ne ade. You saw it all. What that means that we will live the experience. And I know no academically no what being o credentials are we are one of the most learned ministers in the current administration, only at the age of 46 years. Enti pusuwo ho set a legacy. Energy sector no ehia reformation, ehia radical reform. Ghana for 2020 say omuma muchemu pe. Ena MPP for so monsa abugina podata mi hu entokwa na wo ko wo ho woni interior minister no. Ena 4 years later Ghana for say chemu pe ne yem pebiem. Ya mamu overwhelming majority say momfanye resetting no. Enti ni amu pebia mu betimi aye. Mo ba aban mu no abugina po I was watching you. Was senior run all the kind sign kind no was he be makowia cables e bi mo aye say na o say aka how many days power left maintenance or senanka o say last days of MPP na for the government on be shut down and maintain because of election no omo anye they put Ghana's energy security at risk. Oba ye no wa be clear side way nyina you are not communicating. You see, and then me just the MPP for na ahomantan so na omu ye dede one who say over 1 year without any scandal. Incredible. But NDC, why are you not making one who say won't take advantage of this? Because scandal energy sector and this is who they are. In the 1950s, President Nkrumah OC Akosombo Damano. If people don't know what you say, so that we know who MPP are, what you say, and to say, you can't be a obitan MPP. We need them as credible opposition, but we got to also understand who they are and what they stand for. What you say, they went to the stand, say almost one. It's too expensive. And again, Nyandru time I say you better build the sardine to the point say they were sabotaging it. They were talking to financiers now. Financier Kosombo Dan say they shouldn't do it. These are all public records. Look, almost society 1992, Professor Dubois, that time I not open a Fragbearer MPP in the first Fragbearer no. Oba Mikrom. 1992. Oba Mikrom. At that time na Ghana rural electrification program. JJ Lawrence na Dano mana osi district be a crab CBS and electricity no. Dubois begina street so ka say ade no Enyandru say ibenya electricity a waste of money. So 1960, almost Akosombo Enyeden in here. 1992, the same thing. They will never change. Look, NDC for Musha year, leading to 2000 election. Ablekuma, you better sorry na obada ho. Some man na yakuku omodeda ho no yankuku omo ye da ho no. Busiafo say na ba so omo busiani ayira. That time, who was the operational manager, operational way for NDC in opposition? Papa now said Waka by Beno Kokoni of Ranny saying, Jake Obichibi Lamte, Mibwana. Jake Obichibi Lamte, and Yani Papa Obichibi Lamte, the so called big session. I know the henchman behind Sir topa ya na mototo na mbese mbudi Kwame Nkrumah no.
Okay.
When we say history repeat itself. Adentina NDC for power. Na kageti ahihye. Mahama first time no mokai. Afre yesan ba biem na ejana se asha sebiem. Enti the American say NDC for Ghana for the 2 million mamo. It doesn't and say Mumfa 2 million chichi opposition. That is not what Ghanaians are asking. Ghanaians are demanding accountability. What you say? Munisu political power na Ghana for the amamono. Mumfa and demand accountability. Now munja say mo sign radio so no way so. Now mo sign they complaining. Whom are you complaining to? Ghanaians have given you the power. Use the power to seek accountability. And now munja political timidness and NDC for Ghana for FM.
Thank you so much, Ram Martin Luther King. Yanko a year yenuya. I am Ernest. I am Ernest.
Yes, sir.
It's you.
Dr. Red.
Yes.
I am enjoying myself just listening to you. This is my first time. This is my first time of coming across your platform. And something just told me to wait for a moment and listen to what you were saying. And I am really inspired by the things you have said. Now, I also want to add my voice to Kobe and the man who just spoke. Sir, I remember vividly on the day of investiture when President Mahama was being sworn in. John Jinapa was visibly gloomy. He was sad. And when he was interviewed, that was when he disclosed that Ghana had just a few hours of power sustainability or whatever, that we were at the verge of a major doomsday. But I am so glad that after that investiture ceremony, he never came into the media space again. He worked behind the scene and made sure he averted that major doom. So NPP people were actually clamoring. They were laughing and mocking that something was about to happen because they knew what they had done.
Oh yes.
People like Abua Papo and the how do you call it? One deputy minister. They were all making. They said something was about to happen because they knew what they had done in their ministry. But this gentleman had done so well. But we are expecting, even though we know their schedules are very busy, that they would not be able to come to the radio stations like they used to do before. They should make use of the new media, like you are doing right now. They should make use of TikTok. They should make use of Facebook to dispel most of the untruths that these NP people are channeling out. We all know that the traditional media in Ghana, in Accra, Kumasi, have been taken over by the NPP.
Yeah.
They shouldn't pay attention to them. They should propagate. They should go out and let us know their own side of the story. They should. I remember very well that this same energy minister went to Asase Radio, an MPP radio, to alert the whole nation on what is happening right now. He said they were going to be changing of transformers. They were going to be installing new transformers here and there. And so he was preparing the minds of the nation. He was preparing the mind of the nation for the few weeks ahead that there were going to be power outages. But NPP people are talking as if he never announced it. They are talking as if this thing just came out from the blue. And you just showed us the new schedule, the timetable they have come out with. When during the NPP time we went to ask for timetables, Napo told us to go and create our own timetables. If this is not good governance, then I don't know what it is. Now the issue at GRIDCo, even if there are no CCTVs at GRIDCo of all places, at least there should be a logbook. Of personnel and engineers that were at the place at the time that the thing happened. Somebody must be held accountable. A colleague teacher of mine had a salary arrears paid in excess of about just 1,500 into his account that he spent. That guy was dragged to the court. He was nearly put into prison for 1,500 Ghana cedis. If somebody can put the whole country into darkness as a result of his political parochialism, why shouldn't that person be brought to the law? Why shouldn't that person be made to face the law? You see, so I want the minister to be really forthcoming with information. It was a colleague of mine, a friend of mine from senior high school, who led that committee he set up to investigate the cable theft. Okay. They came up with their findings. So what happened? Yeah. What should that case was just allowed to die a natural death like that? No. After the findings, yes, they should let us know what happened. Have the people been brought to book? They should let us know. Thank you very much, my brother, for the good work.
I am Ernest. Thank you for loving the program. One go, please. One go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, doctor.
Yes, sir.
Doctor, my tier will be Ghana, sir, prior to 2024 election, Anna. Me dibe uramu or Manchester, Hannah. And then I am a first time. Many opportunities say me do so come on kakra. Na doctor we dey empayfo me di manima kansem ni nyina but there I say me ko bi na manka bi dey say bi yechiri enti me so meka ketua bi aka ho na kakra bi a meka ne say your president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the second Ena me sreno me like me pleadi on him say yes reno ye mu bia ye nya opportunity do me infantini de but yatena yas asantima mu kumase saa de anyini somewhere from Obuasia Krofoma de abewura mu Kumasia Obuasia Krofoma manchimo ene yatena ya ne de be ko school Kumasia na ene ye de be pie Manchester mu ha what you say na me kai say late 90s mu to the early 2000s mu hono na me papa de me papa me papa ne na damfo ba ko bi pa na damfo pa no ni bokosi atafre no ye nzimani na ma no nzimani ni de no say nkroma tam no ye nkroma cook nti wona me papa mi no ye CPP for pa in the prior to the 2000 election is a CPP ye rally wo Bolgatanga kra na so munika ska kromba fa from Kumasiako na mikasa me papa ka kire say yeso ne enyini wasantima mu nti no sa time na kofo ba na ye isi rado osuru ni e die no na didi etire mu nkwala ye ba foforo ye hu red white and blue na na me papa ka kire say sa party we na mu nkwala mu tu mu amudi a kire no mo anhwe ya dache mo bebre pa ni free say me papa edi agro but ye nyini na yankase etisika to aduani di feeding nkofo bi ne hu say yes asema me papa kan some years ago no na omboa MPP for ye wudifo so we read your history from proud to independence post independence till now omunya nkofo aye ne omotena sresre enti president yesu on in me kaisa o kasembi John Mahama sem na me kaisa o kasembi o say Ghana was criminally managed okay na ikura criminals na manage no ye mane criminals ne ntunsan didi ye ne criminals ne ensere ye beto aba no ye campaign na Nicholas Omania champo kwotna one of the radio stations who Kumasi ka say NDC for praba ni na John Mahama praba no ma ba be hye market Oma sa di dum so aba it was as if say na oka asem ne keke but na nye onka ne keke they knew what they have done then entina no mu kasa no but sometimes na sa nkofo ni sabi no mu nim nyansa ntino asema na o ma hye kokuo mu aka no na o mu kotena babia na epie free wo ma no like said na Wontumi power adidi ni trima o kotena babia na no float se sabi Ayibi no sana na sankofu na eno mo matena se plan a orchestrate no omukotena ba bia de thought say ombesa wi ni power ntino o meyenka no maka to no yin say ombesa wi ni na fofia nto ato unfortunately no mo antimi anwi ni etina president wu say criminals na babebe neji omano for the last 8 years no ni kwansa do ni omadi agrosa many omo nsresere. It is as if the president I say assemblies of God they hear the din too much. Emma odo nipa dodo yembu o maisa uba you stable economy no kama e no me ekoso kama but one hwe ya nkofo we di no man keten bi now la 4 years ya udi akwa wonsa mabiem no no ma ba be ma udi bia medina kaoso aye mu bi say na be haye papa enti on set up yo there's a second channel no second channel there's a see you go ni tunu mumba no mungu ni tunu mumba
one go
oh no kwasam
yes
memo ya so so nkofo so Lee Kuan Yew can be Singapore for say onu aba be independence ama Singapore no wa be president no say so sacrifice na yere kura ma Singapore nyanko be sacrifice na yere ma Singapore nyanko yeah say so sacrifice na ba ma Singapore tena wa obe sacrifice na ba ma Singapore tena ha abrochi ayaba beto abrofo na o ma chichire o mu mai say na ye betena ye enjoy bi no o ma go through hell yeah. It got to a time as I say a sacrifice woman or my anything ye be sacrifice yes. They don't care yes. Because almost you know my home almost so would the age be not yet no na se want na e see a wipe away from the surface of the land no my nya etina wona nchirima be enjoy ye ba wipe away from the surface of the earth adena Ghana yes so nkofo bi so sa among nkofo ya criminals we ma be manage your mind for the last 8 years ese tena wo bi nu nsuo ese enjoy life sa almost ni chachuchi katamana almost ni dan abulape mana almost ye nipa se san nkofo na na adanu chachu omo hana chachu na mitie chachu history ekwan cref aso kofo de ni tuma metre wona mani atete UK Manchester na mani atete na no don premu we mutin kwala we mutinantra ho din sebi nsem hunu ni nam kokko ase adani omo asofo abokre kaso de nam kokko ase din nsem na ndisi John Mahama ni ministers mutina wo hwe san kofo we mu di omo di yam 2016 ni twan troto mu so omo hu ana aya mi yase ase omo ti wo san enjoy life sa
wango yenda se only an bi wachi
wonkasa
yenda se kwa asemna na waka no straightforward you
yeah good evening sir
good evening
yeah enkomo we manage ho pa menu no kasa no menu na nya adwene media me beke nipa bibre ne menya adwene kra na media migidi no no kra wo me say ebredu o ye magana sa nkomo we no e si jedi era we na akoyi we na akoyi we no it doesn't come me dey me gidi say e magana e ya sa problems we nyina aye enkrofo a e man no editumi ahye omo sase omo fa ni djuma no omo tete office no omo dey say to me no bo manfo na po too much enti case manfo no sungu man so dodo enti case ankasa wo man so tini baby enye no enti amekasa say I have seen with my naked eyes Ghana obi a empenifo o le ma me for example bi mra sisi last week or so it is nyina ye hene kese otufo or complain ono kra o ye otufo okabie wo mu no hwe de empenifo a do masisi places of authority omuri tumi a also omudi eye ade eye juma wo ne kwa so hwe de omudi ye no se bitiasem na wapan kan na wo se ohini bi a traditionally ye dina se mama traditional rulers ehusa odibem ama nipa odi for so wompene wasade asem ne court ama court so abusa nipa no for yet authorities na also almost ma emra ne traditional yini ye adwuma no omo protect say ni pana odi for no saa ne o ma no na ekoso wo Ghana ba bia be ko bia
straightforward you say Ghana no cursed because of
course unless say no unless say nipa no we abraba ye boy say o mo obi sugu ni yem wo na odi fo a man fa blaster for the example nchira okeke on kwaje 1982 African Cup of Nations na kwan ye do on fa so no say saa ne ma ne nya adwuma up to now 1992 na ye wo best chance e say je we dey hwe free hall banyira team no zie ehunu ye ho ano was say a bread to say a dinner cry on my do masisi omumma nipa omu ye wonipa bebre organa hanma omu ni kamaphobia and one so call officer aban nipa I was so de justice ye adwuma no titi nipa ne fele no emi ana ne nipa ohia ni no osugu ne yem no osugu mine so sa e no ka ho ti ne mine no nkɔ nani and secondly ba nka
eno no susu se de betimi aya fa
eno na me kachire Ghana fo nyira se yes ye twe adwene si so se wiase se wo bobrasa consequences se wo ho eno no enti wo Ghana fo nyira na me kachire wo mo ena afi so no sa energy problems na ba ikrom no de ye keke na MPP fo ye udi fo ne ade nyira ne ne wo mo nya adwene total de o ma se de good che e bread se obi pass o ba be di mine anima wo se Ghana fo ma e ma nipa no ye de ne trase ye busa no hard questions so I say because problems are wo MPDC for can be that in the videos call you see don't ketia or wo bo charge brand MPP for power or can send be we muso can send be the woman say problems wo no nipa no baso will be di mine anima e wo say yetimi scrutinize o you who say ampa who are solutions to the problem. And yes, I'll be cancer match and I say, me ba me sit down me road we near the to me ourselves. And yes, I see a conny beam. And what's here? You do almost 3 hours. Near busa more questions. Ukas will be ye be. I see whom baby I'll be yes, Calfrey Nadia. A quambe na be fast so I will be timelines. Nina also on the Maya. Now you because. Se say ya ba ho na NDC na we na esi ekwachi nkuno ye ntimi nkwachi obi nkuno because no cre say sabotage na akoso a wo se ahwehwem na nipa o yes ano but trust me nothing will happen because problems na ho na nyi obi na question na medium giri say enyi obi na question no ene ni nti me nkoka say MPP ni na question nti enkwachi nkuno no e wo say yeah the proper things in the country. That's it.
Thank you. Straightforward on also ne dear no. Yanko akosia yetiwo. Oh. Akosia omuti wo say akosia kamefa enua obaba akwaka. Ono so eba ono so so ntimi anche na adwe ewusia edin komo 2 hours 17 minutes yenhia nyame ya adoma wochina mo amantimi amfa mo mfa nchame nyame ya adoma wochina ebedin komo ne ya twa komo die ne so why bomodi ana follow me David nyame ya adoma ye na wochina David safo edu yami aduma watchna I am Ernest. Nice meeting you too. Bomodiana follow me video no wo YouTube Dr. Ren TV to bet me subscribe and also there are more videos about Dr. Ren TV yen kan bom ne ni nkomo stand fair I also love you yami aduma e be san so hia we ya Ghana ni de nyankopon ontine ni mo hwe wo so ombo ho ban Oma boni bia ento kwem. Oma inshira enya wodia. De wo akwantum a wo hwehwe bia no nyame mfa ndum mo fa inshira. De wo Ghana bia wo ye bia no so fa adwene pa ne akoma paye na oman no ye ntumpon. Se ne nananum kan no we are all involved in building our motherland Ghana. Yen sha ye maami Ghana ni munyam. Se ne Germany fo ahye omudie ni munyam, America fo ahye omudie ni munyam, UK fo ahye omudie ni munyam. ye maame nso etwa se ye hye ne demonya so that she can also compete with other countries. I say, Reverend Dr. Red, yeah, more and Chanama to the party. Thank you. You be say she be. I love you all.